Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 31 of 9, episode 1, Koko no tsu koku no ka koku no iro. So, we are finally getting to an interesting point where we're starting to get a lot more white text, a lot more information, and steadily moving forward. So, last time we didn't really have anything on, no decisions I should say, but we did have a lot of new white text. But I think this is mainly due to the fact that in its place where that white text was where we were trying to persuade, or probably in our mind as well, persuade Kujo to abandon her objective, or what she wants to do, in a sense, capture the evil eye user. Either because it's dangerous for her, but also because we don't want her to use her power, because it can kill people. So obviously the difference this time is we don't know that it kills people. So rather than that, it's more about Kakeru trying to hold in his feelings, or trying to not show it, in a sense. So apart from that, I don't think anything else has happened, but I am expecting so either that's when Yoichi comes in, or it's the situation after that. I think it's after that. I don't know when it is exactly, but when we go to the park, halfway there we meet up with Haruka, and that is a big point for me. I think that's a good place for white text. And then lastly is the park where we meet up with Noah when Kujo uses her powers on us. So sorry about the weird pauses. Throats are killing me. So yeah, I'm expecting those types of places to be really important. So I gotta keep an eye on that. For now, let's see where it goes, shall we? A noise comes from the entryway. Yep, I paused at the exact same place, the exact place I knew where we were. Probably Sora. That was Sora shrieking. And what sounded like a man? Kujo, stay here. I stand up without waiting for Kujo's reply, rush to the kitchen, and practically kick open the door. Sora, are you...
違う知らない人じゃないから友達だからだってコソコソしてたお兄ちゃん泥棒
Yeah.
違うってば友達だってば深沢くんあ、はいそうです深沢ですねえねえ知り合いだったでしょえマジでお兄ちゃんマジで
You can hear it in the voice how surprised or shocked she really was about a random person she doesn't know being in the house. He's technically my classmate.
なんだよまあびっくりした僕だってびっくりしたよ
Kujo is uncertain how to handle this situation. Me? I'm just so done with this. Got myself all worked up over literally nothing. Why are you even here, Yoichi?
メッセージ送ったじゃん遊ぼうって
Ah. That one I ignored. I forgot to ever check it. Look man, I already told you not to come over here without getting my permission first.
ちょうど近くにいたのついでだったの
Hold up, how did you get in here?
鍵開いてた
Huh? Oh. Shit. Apparently I was so engrossed talking to Kujo that I forgot to lock the door.
不法侵入それはそうなんだけどちゃんと挨拶するつもりだったよ でもさ、九条さんと二人っきりでいるとは思わないじゃん。
ごめんなさい。私が二人の約束を邪魔しちゃったってことだよね。ごめんなさい。
I think also that also gets me is he says he doesn't want to interrupt us. If that were to be the case, why is he still there? Because obviously if you don't want to interrupt, obviously you'd want to leave, in a sense. I don't know. I just feel like there's something there. We most definitely did not. I never made any plans with this guy. You absolutely do not have to apologize.
そうじゃなくて、遊ぶ約束とかもうどうでもいいんだよ。あんな状況だったらさ。イチャイチャが加熱するまで覗くしかないじゃん。でしょ?
You see, that's also where. So he wants to keep an eye to see how it goes with us. That is meaning that either he's seeing or hearing. Both would show that they have powers. So what now?
イチャイチャ。変態?
I think I mentioned it before. Icha is more like flirtatious, being with each other in a sense.
人は僕を紳士と呼ぶよ。
Please, I'm begging you. Go home. You've done enough damage already.
やだよ、この裏切り者。いつから九条さんと付き合ってたのさ。
付き合っマジ？付き合ってたの？
Found it funny how you even sort of surprised. No, we aren't dating.
付き合ってないのにここにいるの？二人っきりで？それ
Oops.
普段お世話になっているからご飯を作らせてもらってて。
ご飯？九条さんの手作り。
Don't give me that look. Scram.
頼む、かける。僕も九条さんのご飯食べたい。
He says it in like a downcast tone, where he's like almost begging. Or he is begging, but yeah.
よかったら作るけれど。
九条さん、なんていい人だ。
So rather than best, Ihito is more like nice person or good-hearted.
なんかよくわかんないけど、ニーニの友達なんだよね。
More or less.
親友です。
じゃあまあ別にいいんじゃないの？ご飯くらい。
優しい。妹さんも優しい。あ、深澤陽一です。
I was going to say how does she know sister, but she has been saying Nini and the brother terms.
新見空です。兄がお世話になっております。
I watch the two of them warm up to each other, and I sigh. You win this round, Yoichi. I expect you to pay your share of the groceries.
払う。超払う。
じゃあ作るね。
Sorry, Kujo.
大勢だと作りがいがあるし。よーし、頑張って作っちゃおうかな。ちょっと待っててくださいね。はーい。
あざーす。待ってまーす。
See, I actually wanted to talk about our next course of action with this order, but with Yoichi unexpectedly showing up, that's all off the table.
あ、めっちゃうまい。
ねえ、みはこ先輩料理上手だよね。ありがとう。おかわりもあるからね。
A peaceful meal. In the end, we never do get around to doing anything else. Instead, we share a meal and chat, passing the day. Today, I'm a bit late to my noon meal. I'm having ginger pork. I was holding out hope that Kujo might be around the cafe, but unfortunately, she's nowhere to be seen. If she did have shift today, it'd probably be in the evening. If I really did come here hoping to see Kujo, does that make me a stalker? Alas, gone are the days when I come to this cafe just looking for the grub. Looking forward to the grub. I hunch down in my seat and focus on eating.
珍しいね。新見くんがお昼に来るなんて。
Huh? Oh. That was Kujo's voice. I look up to see her sit down a plate across from me and take a seat.
一緒に食べてもいい？
Of course not. You came here for lunch too, Kujo?
私はお仕事上がったところ。おじいさまが帰る前に食べていけってまかないを作ってくれたの。
Yeah? How about that? You sure surprised me.
私も。いただきます。
She puts her hands together in a prayer before picking up her fork. Spaghetti Napolitana, huh? I also mentioned this before about Napolitan. Yeah, anyway, it's back in there. Looks great. I should try ordering that next time.
お客様にはちゃんと鉄板でお出しいたします。
A what?
そうそう。ステーキに使う鉄板のお皿。下に卵が敷いてあってね。美味しいよ。
Yeah. Second time I've heard it, and it sounds great. Cool. I'll give it a try next time I come.
お待ちしています。新見くんはどこか出かけてたの？
I guess that's one thing that has come across as nice aspects or trait of hers, I guess you could say, is her laugh. That fufu thing. In the beginning of most of the sentences she has. It's got a nice... The way it goes on the mic itself when they recorded it sounds nice. Nah. I was just kicking around the apartment.
そうなんだ。遅い時間だからお出かけの帰りに寄ってくれたのかなって。
I was waiting out the lunch rush, since I figured it'd be crowded.
あ、そうだね。休日のお昼はご家族で来るお客さんが多いね。夜は空いているんだけど。
You're a hard worker, coming in on the weekends too.
ありがとうございます。でも、好きでしているから。社会勉強にもなるし。
Yeah, I've been thinking about working a serious part-time job myself. Pretty hard to take that first step though.
アルバイトいいよ。大変だけれど視野が広がるし、お給料も出るし。
Bet you're the type to save all your pay.
あとね、月に1回だけ贅沢するの。
Oh yeah? Like how?
そこいちのカレー食べたり、モックのハンバーガー食べたり。
I see. You're really splurging there.
でしょ？ 500 円超えちゃうし、物によっては1000円近くするし。だから、月1回の贅沢なの。
You know, Kujo, it's kind of surprising to hear you eat out.
お金は貯めるだけじゃなくて、使うときはためらわず使うべし。
Another family motto?
そう。溜め込むだけじゃ経済が停滞しちゃうからって。だから使うことも大事なんだっておじいさまが。
That makes sense. So you're just doing your part to keep the economy buzzing with your extravagant 1,000-yen purchases, huh, Kujo?
わ、1000円を強調した。どうせケチです。
I don't recall this face. My bad. I'm still just sponging off my parents, so I want you to know. I think it's pretty cool what you do.
フォローしても遅いです。
Come on.
あ、おかわり遠慮しないでね。
Nah, it'll be fine, thanks though. We'll chat through the rest of our meal. We've avoided talking about the artifact stuff, but right when we're about to be done with our food, Kujo speaks to me in a muted tone.
新見くん、今日はこれから用事ある？
No, not really. So this is the parts, okay.
あのね、よかったら少しだけ付き合ってもらってもいい？
This about the experiment. I know we couldn't do it yesterday.
それもあるんだけど、今日はもう一度公園に行ってみたくて。あともう一箇所。
Ah, right. So she wants to visit the scene of the second petrification incident.
少しでも犯人のことわからないかなって。
Looking for clues, huh?
何も残っていないとは思うけれど。
Well, it won't hurt to go take a look. There might be something there that nobody but us would recognize.
ありがとう。
Alright, let's finish eating and go.
今日もよろしくお願いします。
You're most welcome. For some reason, we courteously bow our heads to one another before quickly finishing off the rest of our meals. In a surprise twist, I find myself together with Kujo yet again today. Part of me is ecstatic, thinking about what lucky break this is, but the rest of me is all too aware that we're heading to the scene of a murder. I've got to focus. And here's the station part. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. We exit Nambo, first starting by the convenience store near the station. Seems like we're in for a long day, so we're going to buy something to drink first.
贅沢しちゃった。コンビニでお茶買うの久しぶり。どうしたの？
Okay, this has been bugging me. So this bottle of water cost me 108 yen. Fine, or whatever. But you know the big ones bigger than these? The 2-liter ones? They're just 100 yen.
あ、だよね。小さい方が高かったよね。
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but where I am, it's the other way around, which does make more sense, but... Right, exactly. Exactly. That kind of rubs me the wrong way.
理由があるのかな。他のコンビニでも2リットルの方が安いよね。
Really feels like you're getting a bad deal, doesn't it? Oh well, forget about it. Let's hit the road.
あ、ペットボトルカゴに入れていいよ。
Cool, thanks. Alright, let's get going. The second victim was found right next to the park, right?
そうだね。公園通り過ぎて商店街の方に。あ、
Just as Kujo kicks up her bike stand and starts to walk with it, she lets out a little gasp.
ニミくん、ニミくん。
She tugs at my shirt sleeve. There, maybe 30 feet in front of us, about 10 meters, same as her ability's length. Kosaka senpai is walking timidly, her head hung, so it's the weaker version.
あの状態が普段の高坂先輩なのかな。
Probably, yeah. We don't want her finding us, so let's... well, crap. I figure we should get while the gang's good. I really don't like this thing. But unfortunately, she notices us. Her eyes bug out and she starts fidgeting, shaking her head and putting her hand to her mouth like she's coming down with a case of nausea. That's also a thing that I noticed when they were in the cafe, when they were in the cafe together. She didn't even really look at Kakeru that much. But when she started paying more attention to him is when her other personality switched. So I wonder if her personality switches when she sees other boys or really pays attention to that, or there's like, how can I say this? I can't remember what I'm trying to say here. It's like an effect when she knows somebody or she likes somebody or has a connection to, I guess you could say, then her other personality swaps. I don't know what the trigger is completely yet, but I think it's something like that. Yep. But a moment later, she lifts her head again and, like a different person, smiles softly. Guess we get to find out what's behind door number 2.
どういう能力なんだろう。
She said she'd tell me about it next time we met. Anyway, she's seen us already, so we might as well talk to her. Kosaka-senpai holds the hem of her skirt and curtsies us like a faux aristocrat. I'm still not too sure about the pronunciation, sorry. I give her a wave in return and walk up to her.
奇遇ですわね。こんなところで。
I had something to pick up at the convenience store over there. Oh, were you at the bookstore, senpai?
ええ。専門書など少々。
She puts her free hand to her cheek and smiles, lifting a shopping bag up to her chest by way of demonstration. Yeah, I can make out a couple of the covers. She totally just bought a bunch of manga. I really don't get this girl.
そちらの方は喫茶店にいらっしゃいましたね。九条美子と申します。よろしくお願いします。そう。
Probably mentioned before as well, yeah, again. So is quite saying, I see, okay. It's like saying, whatever, you're not really my interest. Or you don't interest me. And of course, Kujo picks up on it. The unbelievably cold reception is enough to make even Kujo's expression tighten. Kosaka-senpai flashes a narrowed-eyed, provocative smile at Kujo, who is still frowning, before quickly turning to face me once again. I don't know what's going through her head. The next thing I know, she's grabbed my hand. I wonder if that's also a trigger. It's the second time, I don't think I noticed it before, but it's the second time she's had contact with Kakeru. I wonder if that's it. Rather than I thought it was like eyes or something. I wonder if it's contact is what triggers it. Her ability.
やはりあなたは私のないと運命を感じますわ。こんなところで出会うなんて。よろしければこれからお茶でもいかがですか？二人きりで。
No, see, I've got plans.
私の能力の秘密、興味がおありなんでしょ？
I mean, when you put it that way, yeah, I do want to know, but...
構いませんわよ。お話しします。二人きりで語り合いましょう。ベッドの中で。
I know I mentioned this before. I keep saying this episode, sorry about that, but some of these things are quite interesting for me to know. Especially, I know I mentioned before this beddo no naka de, inside the bed. So I like that term specifically compared to the English one because it has a nuance to it, a meaning to it. Compared to like, oh, my bed is quite comfortable. That just sounds like it's just wanting to like sit or do other things like that. But the naka there, the inside, is a big difference. Senpai's eyes shimmer alluringly. Shit, this is bad. It's just like last time. Kujo thankfully steps between us, breaking Senpai's gaze as well as her grip on my hand. And I slip out of a trance. Now that I think about it as well, the last time we broke it, the first time we broke it, I guess you could say, on our own, this playthrough, was when we shook our hand away from her. Can't remember the first time when Kujo interrupted the conversation in the cafe. But yeah, contact seems pretty important here. Yikes, close call. She used her powers on me again, huh?
申し訳ありませんが、新見くんはこれから私と出かけるんです。そんなのいつでもいいじゃありませんか。よくありません。
Kujo gets a little snippy. And Kosaka-senpai looks like she's ready for a fight too. In a pathetic display, I'm too intimidated to do anything. I simply watch the two of them duke it out.
かける様はあなたよりも私と一緒にいたいと思いますの。 かけ、
Oh.
かけるくんは私と出かけるんです。
Oh, okay, I see. So, I don't think this happened last time, but she says Kakeru-sama wishes to be with me, not sure. She's using the first name and Sama, of his first name showing closer connection to the character person. So, noticing that she's trying to be too close, being too close to him, she's doing it herself by using his first name. This is his first name, right?
環境設定
Yeah,
です。
Nimi is his second name, yeah. She normally does say Nimi-kun, but here she says Kakeru-kun. So that's white text. I knew it should be white text, yeah, because it's quite an important part for human connections, I guess you could say. Oh wait, what did you call me?
では本人に聞いてみましょう。
This is gonna be a decision,
ど
yeah.
ちらと一緒にいたいのか。必要ありません。
Okay.
かけるくん、行こう。
Oh, right.
あら。かける様、またいずれ。
So I think this is the first time I'm seeing Kakeru's name in kanji. It's interesting. Oh. Sure.
返事なんてしなくていいんです。
Oh, right, my bad. Kujo yanks on my hand and drags me off. Hey, Kujo, so is this going to continue in the bit of white text in here and there, or is she not going to call him that anymore? Kujo,
あ、うん。
you're still holding my hand.
ごめんなさい。
She immediately releases my hand. Man, why did I say anything? I flex my hand, saving the lingering warmth of Kujo's body heat.
ごめんなさい、強引に。
That pushy is what I expected. He saved my heart. She was trying to use her power again. It really must have something to do with seduction, like I suspected. I went all light-headed and was about to follow her orders.
魅了。
It sure was a surprise when you called me Kakeru-kun though.
うん。
Flustered, she turns her beet red face away.
なんでだろう。張り合っちゃって。
I mean, I don't mind. Kakeru-kun or Kakeru is fine.
呼び捨てなんて。
Interestingly enough, yeah, she says yobi. What's that second word? Kanji again. Sorry, what?
呼び捨てなんて。
Stenande. Yobi stenande. Yobi is like the way you call somebody. So, right, yobi stenande. Sorry about this. So it's just like, rather than saying I can really use your first name, it's more like using your first name in a sense. She's not sure about you using it in a sense, so, or maybe I'm mishearing it. My bad. Let's move on.
行きましょう、ニミカ。
Oh, you're not gonna do it.
だって恥ずかしい。
Yeah, this is quite a common thing in Japan. Obviously, it's something that you grow up with. Like for me, obviously a lot of Western wouldn't be the same anyway. Close to this. Kujo hangs her head and picks up the pace. Putting up a strained smile, I jog to catch up with her, then match my speed to hers. I think I'm back to yellow now. Maybe. We walk past the park, but not quite the whole way to the shopping district. Yep, okay. Okay. So, the reason why I kind of expected her not to call it, obviously, it's normal, obviously, for her, probably her to go back to normal. She's not there just yet, like she said, it's embarrassing for her. but also because every time she wants to talk to Kakeru, the thing would turn to white every single sentence she did that. And if it was the same, everything was the same, just the name itself changing would be big. So I guess the developers kind of went the easy way out in a sense, instead of changing everything in a sense. But it does make sense, so I'm not really bothered by that. So yeah, now we'll be talking about, or I'm stopping here for now. For next time, we're going to be talking about the second incident, how it is a middle schooler, the location, and a little bit, we'll talk about the details and things like that, which is probably about 10-15 minutes. And then after that, it will be going to the park where we meet Noah. I'm not too sure how far we'll get into the next one, how far we'll go then. But yeah. So next I wanted to go take a look at... So I ended the last one when we were at the park itself. So if I go according to this, I don't know. Anyway, leave it for now. But yeah, so as I expected, there was white text because I felt like there was going to be quite a major points for Kujo, because in this playthrough, obviously Kujo and Kakeru have been going closer together. But with Kujo, we noticed that she's starting to feel something for Kakeru, as noted by the first time they met with Haruka. She felt something, she wasn't sure what it was. And since we knew she was getting closer to it, she would definitely not allow Kakeru to go with Haruka. So I knew that there was going to be white text there to show her connection to Kakeru closing up. Her calling him by her first name as well definitely showed that as well. As well as she was being quite pushy as well, trying to separate them as much as she could. Just showing the amount of jealousy she was. Well, I guess you wouldn't say jealousy, but yeah, that feeling. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm expecting something big to happen. I don't know how far we'll get next time. I'm expecting just before or after we meet with Noah. So it will probably depend on where I will end it. If I value that section to be worth its own section, I guess you could say. Anyway, that will be it for now. Yeah, it's really nice to see things starting to change, and I can't wait to see more. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and please let me know what you thought, and I'll see you all next time.